Turn up. I'm Dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Jameis to throw it. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Mixon. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Sunday.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Here we go. Mike 39, Lucy.
On third down, Mixon. And an alley to run. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Ready. Blue Whitey.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, ready. Blue Whitey.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Bell sheds him off. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A give to Bell. Still fighting. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Play fake. Winston. This is Bell on the dump off, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. The give is to Bell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bell first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Green 80. Green 80. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
5
Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each each and every time, don't you?
Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go. Lucy.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Buying time to his left. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. Trump taking it right down Broadway. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready?
A first down throw for Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This is taken at the 3. Twisting away, and now running right through it. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Move. Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
11B.
Bortles now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
4 down.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and long for Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Winston now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ready.
Play action now, Winston. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boswell good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Punch right, punch right, punch right.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with a... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Move. 372. So right, so right.
On play action, now Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And that's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, we got it. Ready. Blue lady.
Now Bell trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Winston now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag.
Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will shave one more off this lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
38 yards on the scamper there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, Winston. Goes underneath for Bell. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Blue whitey. Check. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Here's Bell. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that
play. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. Now it's Bortles. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bortles. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes it play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hank.
Now Bortles again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's convert.
They go play action. Winston. This is Bell on the dump off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Bell, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Move. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jaguars on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike 39, Lucy. Lucy.
Here's Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. This is Bell. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready. Blue ready. Check, go get him. Watch for the foul, God.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Winston here to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back, and he takes it in for to score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank